Hey everybody, remember me? I know I've been in and out a lot, but I'm currently almost 20 weeks pregnant. I'll be 20 weeks pregnant tomorrow. I've got I've got cream cheese on me from where I dropped a bagel. My belly's not even that big yet, and it's already happening. But anyway, I just want to say hi, and guess what? Just got off of a call with my boss. Fantastic conversation. And do you see what's happening? It's funny because I have been working from home for over a year now. I was trying to see if it was on my neck. Oh yeah, all the good places. And probably like right at a year now. And this obviously doesn't bother me as much because I was on a phone with him, not a Zoom call, but the phone. But I could tell, like, and some of it's because I'm pregnant, but I'm like winded and trying to breathe. But I'm so excited about the conversation with him, and he's such a he's a busy person in the sense of he's the president of a company, so it's kind of hard to get time to really connect with him. And when I get those moments to connect with him, I think I just talked to him for like 30 minutes, 30 minutes. You just feel like I'm getting you for a long period of time. And also, we're having a good conversation, but he's still my boss. So I have truly been able to identify that this is going to happen. I'm going to say it never doesn't happen when I get long periods of time to talk to him. So every single time I get an opportunity to talk to him for an extended period of time, I'm going to flush. And this flushing has actually taken on kind of a different look. Like it's very, like this hole right here, I'm not used to that. And I'm used to it being all up my neck. So I don't know if that's hormonal, the fact that it's looking a little different. But yeah, I just wanted to check in and let you know that this is still happening to me. I'm getting more and more pregnant. Oh, and it's a boy. I don't know if I shared that before, but we were able to do our anatomy ultrasound a couple weeks ago, and it's a boy. So August 6th is the due date. But anyway, just wanted to say hi, check in on you. And as soon as I hung up and looked in the mirror and saw myself, I was like, oh, I gotta go show my people. But still happening. And let's see, if it gets on my arms. No, not really on my arms. And I know I told you guys before, sometimes it comes on my arms, sometimes it comes on my face. So there's definitely some happening up the neck, but this is kind of, these white splotches are different. And normally it's all up the neck. So, it's kind of got a mind of its own, doing its own thing. But it's definitely still happening and 100% tied to when I talk to him and get that time with him. Just something about that elevation of you are the president, I'm under you, you're my boss, I want to perform well for you. The performance tool, like that just turns on full blast. I already know he adores me. I already know that he respects me. I'm like one of his favorite people. I know that he's proud of me. And yet there's something neurologically that as soon as I get to talk to him, I am like, do you see me? Do you see me? Do you see me? Do you see me? Am I great? And plus I think a lot of it is I have a lot to tell him in a short amount of time because I know his window is very short and he's going to have to move on to something else. So I'm trying to hit him with as much as I can in a short amount of time. And so my adrenaline goes crazy. I'm still pumping with adrenaline right now, which is why I'm able to do this video and film it so upbeat with so much energy and not taking a breath. It's an overflow of adrenaline from me talking to him. So anyway, I know a lot of you can relate to that. Just thought I would drop in, say hi, let you see a little redness still happening. But like I said, I don't know if it's because it's been colder out, but it doesn't happen nearly as often as it used to, which I would think is because of my hormones being different. But you guys, who knows? I mean, at the end of the day, we can research and look and dig and try to find out what we think it might be, and then as soon as we think we know a little something, we find out that it's something else. So who really knows? The best thing I've been able to come up with is that it is neurological. It has been wired into us probably far, way beyond when we actually first started seeing redness for the first time. It was already in us. It was already wired in, and I'm sure it's tied somewhere into some complex PTSD, which could be a number of things that we could try to go to therapy for and get our head all worked out and self-awareness and ask ourselves all these identifying questions to help us uncover what may be hiding deep down within us. But I kind of have gotten into this place of my life where I do want to be aware and I do want to heal. But when you think about healing, we are goal-oriented people who want to get to the end of something. So if I heal, I want to get to the absolute end of healing and be healed. But I don't know that that ever happens in our lifetime. I don't know if we're ever actually truly healed. And so with that, maybe our focus shouldn't be healing, but it should be learning to live with those things that we've identified and that we've gone to therapy for and that we've tried all the things. And not saying that you shouldn't keep trying. I'm just saying that level of defeat that comes with, I tried and it didn't work again, because that is what's defeating. And I noticed that the more I've pushed away from that and really just started to embrace more of like, wow, this is happening because of this, and preparing for this. Like if I ever have to go back in person with him, there's a lot of noise happening out there. If you hear it, if this was a YouTube video, you'd know what I'm talking about. Or maybe this will be on my YouTube. But anyway, there's just being able to evaluate this and get in front of this if I know I'm going to be in meetings with him, which for me, you guys know, is wearing a high neck shirt. I've been able to wear lower neck shirts while I've been doing virtual meetings and such, because it just doesn't feel as overwhelming because you're not there in person. So some of those things that come across as visually distracting are not as visually distracting on a video. So like even in this video, for instance, I have really great lighting over here and it doesn't even look as bad as it actually looks in person to me. But anyway, maybe that's rambling. But yeah, I don't know that it's about it's healing and I'm not going to have this happen to me ever again. I've been on that journey for over a year now and it still happens. So I haven't really focused much on just healing it. I really focused more on like, this is part of what happens to me and this is probably why. And there's probably some things from a long time ago that were built into my system that trigger at this given moment that let me know, to let my body know, attack, attack, attack. You are not safe. You are not safe. And I've definitely found this in my corporate job, which I love, with people that I love and respect and adore. And there we are. So anyway, so good to talk to you. And I hope this video is somewhat helpful. And if not, then at least you can relate. You know that you're not alone. You're not going through this alone. There are days where it feels like, to me, and there are days where it feels like this is horrible. But working from home has definitely made it easier. But I do know one day I'm going to go back out into the world and I'm going to have to go through what does it feel like to go and have this in person again. Obviously, I don't take the medication since I've been pregnant, so it's been a while since I've been on medication. And the medication, propranolol, was also to use as given or as needed anyway. So it's not something that I took all the time to begin with. But yeah, this is where we're at. This is where we're at, y'all.